So the streaming has started, y'all. So y'all know. I did want to let me share my screen and let me make sure that everything's still running as it should. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So it's supposed to be storming where I'm at. And usually when that happens, the like leading up to it, because of all the wind and whatever the clouds, the internet connection be kind of like booty a little bit. And like it starts to like, delay like the movement of the computer and the mouse should be delayed. So I want to make sure that I understand how much it is a delay by. So I'm gonna be talking faster than I'm moving for y'all. But let's talk about it. So we called Ethereum at 1750, right? I've been saying 1750 for the longest. I said last week, wait for Ethereum to hit 1650, right? It hit 1650. We reversed all the way down to basically where we was doing a bullish retest, and then the market shot back up to 1750, right? So we're gonna talk about, are we actually in a bull market? And look at crypto.com. It's getting a little splash, up 10% so far, right? Good little call. Good little call. I just don't supposed to be on this stream. I just accidentally clicked on it. And as you see, Ethereum is at 1770. That was the actual target. But we'll talk about that in a second. 1770. But Miss Lisa. Dang, Lisa, you got Lisa, comma fries, shoot, phantom notes. Does Lisa B got note taker too? She might got an AI twin. Whew. But let's talk about it. So are we in a bull market? So what I posted to the group was that the bull run started, right? It already started, but it's kind of like official, quote unquote. Especially is going to be official pretty soon once we break this resistance right here after hitting our first target. So are we actually bullish? Like, is this actually a bull market? So let's go ahead and rechart everything out. And I want to rechart it. We can. I'm going to. It's okay. We'll rechart everything out, and I'll explain to you why we're in a bull market. Now, in order for us to be in a bull market, there's one thing has to happen. The US dollar tether dominance needs to be in a sell-off. It needs to be making lower lows and lower highs, right? It needs to be in a downtrend. And for us to have a bull market, we need to see a substantial downtrend in the making, or already happening, and we see a long take profit at the bottom of price action, right? So let's look at the US dollar tether to see what are we looking at. And let's zoom out and let's talk about the things that I've been saying for a good minute now, right? About how we are in this big falling wedge on the US dollar tether, right? And as we all know about these falling wedge patterns that I've always that we always mention, and how to trade them, and the rules of the falling wedge pattern is that we need a certain amount of touches from the bottom trend line and of your top trend line. All right. So what you need is 3 bottoms, 3 tops, right? Don't worry about the third top part of your trend line, because that's going to be your breakout, right? You want to load up at the third bottom touch of your bottom trend line in your falling wedge pattern. So I just heard a noise. Must be my phone disconnecting and reconnecting again. But let me explain to you all. That's something new. Don't worry about that. And let's take this off. Let's take this off. And we're going to talk about how we are in a bull market pertaining to the US dollar tether in the total market cap charts. Now, as you see from this falling wedge, we have one bottom touch, right? We have one bottom touch followed by our first double tap top touch, right? So it's a double tap top touch, right? Then we fall down again. We get our second bottom touch, right? And then we rise up. We thought that this was our second top touch, and we was ready to go, right? We read all of this down, right? All the way from, what is this, August, all the way down to about, let me see, all the way to about December, January time, right? We was eating profits, eating profits. But that wasn't the low, right? That wasn't the low. We had to come back and get a actual second top touch on our US dollar tether chart, right? Now, because we got our second top touch, right? That means that we, in my opinion, are officially in our last leg of our bull run. All right, the last leg. So if I was to stretch this all the way out, what we're going to be looking for the US dollar tether to do is to go ahead and fall, most likely come right back up, do some type of bullish retest, right? Probably off of this top trend line, just because like how we got back here, we got this double tap. Usually I always see we get a double tap on the top trend lines before it really wants to fall, because that's the seller sitting here saying, no, we're in a bear market, we're finna go. So they're going to sit here and sell off all of their stuff, right? People going to get scared. Sellers going to step in and want to sit here and force a bear market based off of something that Trump's going to say, whatever the case may be. He's going to, some stupid stuff's going to happen. They always try to mask, you know, they always try to mask what's going on with the charts and try to make it seem like what they say controls the market. That's what Trump is trying to do. Trump is trying to, not to get off topic, but Trump is literally trying to put him in the position of Jerome Powell, which is everything that he says, either if it's hawkish or what's the other word, the opposite of hawkish, bearish, hawkish or homish? I don't know another word. Bearish or bullish, right? Whatever sentiment he speaks in, he's basically testing to see how the market is going to react to him, right? Everybody's hung up on his next tweet. Everybody's hung up on everything. So it's like, if you have a guy like me who's sitting behind Trump's team behind the computers, and, finding these charts and saying, hey, bro, this is time. This is it. When he says, oh yeah, tweet, it makes it seem like he's a genius, right? Because he has somebody like me behind closed doors telling him when the market is going to do this, what the market is doing. Best believe he didn't get this whole crypto squad to have nobody who knows how to read a chart. All right. If I can read a chart, I'm pretty sure billionaires to read damn charts. All right. I don't even got a degree in tech, nothing about tech. All right. My hands are dirt. Well, my fingernails ain't that dirty, but I'm a dirt guy. I like planting and animals. Computer stuff ain't the thing. But to get back on topic, what we're looking for is what possibly could happen is that we can come back up and get this double top touch, right? So that's going to be the last hoopla for anybody who hasn't got any of these bottom low prices. That's going to be your last opportunity to get those from low prices. All right. I'm saying that because I just believe it to be true, right? There's other things that could possibly happen, but to be honest, I don't know. But let me talk about what I mean by that, and to just to be fair to everybody in the whole, everybody who's watching it, just be responsible. You got to be a responsible trader and always think of the get back, right? The get back that the market wants to give. So the only thing that I will see that will halt this bull run, and that's saying that this isn't the price for us to sit here and lock in and say, hey, no more low prices after this. It's only this one scenario, which is why you've seen the Fibonacci retracement, tool on my US dollar tether. What I'm sitting here and watching is this falling wedge cup and handle forming. All right, a cup and handle is a bullish pattern. All right, so it looks like this is our cup, right? Boom, and this is our handle. So we have, listen, there's a couple things that can happen, but it is rare that I will ever see a triple attempt to find the top touch on the market. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit. You can see how I'm drawing this falling wedge, right? And I'm charting out this potential cup and handle for the US dollar tether, suggesting that it's going to pump once it hits one of these bullish fib levels, right? Usually it's the 618 for me, but cup and handle patterns love to bounce off the 886 fib level. So understand that we can get really low, and after that, bam, it's going to pump. All right. Now, if that does decide to happen, the measured move that we'll be looking for from the US dollar tether would be just the length of the cup. Now, the length of the cup, like I said, if it bounces off the 618 fib level, which is the first fib level that I suggest anything to be bullish off of, perfect, right? That would be all the way up here. That would get us up here, which to me, if we was to zoom out, it still fits our falling wedge scenario, right? So if I was to take this and stretch it out, we would still be in the principle of one bottom touch, one top touch, second bottom touch, second top touch. We'll still be technically in a falling wedge pattern. All right. Suggesting that even though we made a higher high on the US dollar tether, we're most likely going to have some bearish signs, big bearish signs, saying that we're going to dump over. All right. Saying that we're going to dump over. Now, that's the only bullish scenario I got for y'all. All right. That's it. That's me being immediate as possible. And that's not even true. Let me pull it down to the 618 fib level. I'm sorry. Actually, no, that was a 618 fib level. I moved the Fibonacci retracement out of place. Boom. Right. Now, if it goes all the way to the 886 fib level, let's just be kind of technical. We wouldn't technically make a higher high right past our last high. But what you got from me, Lisa?
My understanding was that the cup and handle pattern is canceled once the handle reaches 50% of the height of the cup. But you're saying that it often bounces off of the 886 fib level, which is basically at the base of the cup. Was I taught a pack of lies?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I can tell you that for sure.
Okay.
I don't know who told you that. But yeah, that's a whole pack of lies. I'm sorry, that's not true. I mean, if it makes sense, right? If this retraces 50%, so if it's a whole move of 41 and it retraces, let's say 20, that's not even to the 618 fib level. What? Yeah, they're trying to rip you out. They're trying to make sure you lose money. What? They say if it surpasses the 0.5 fib level, then it's not technically a cup and handle. When from my experience of charting, the 0.5 fib level is a fake out bear level, right? A fake out bear level. The 618 is the bullish level. The golden pocket is right here at the 0.65. How could you say that? Who told you? You know what? They need to. I hope they said it's not financial advice.
They definitely did, and I am not naming names. So okay. How often does it go all the way down to the 0.886?
Yeah, it usually comes down to the 0.886 because that's where a cup and handle isn't technically a reversal pattern. It's just a pattern, right? It's a bullish pattern, and if it's inverted, then it's a bearish pattern, which means that it doesn't really mean anything outside of a target that's going to go get hit, right? It doesn't mean that we're super duper bullish. It doesn't mean that we're super duper bearish, right? It's just a pattern, right? So usually, I don't know why it likes to come to the 886 fib level, but to me, why it likes to come to the 886 fib level is because people love to try to keep buying all these fib levels, and at the 86 fib level, it's like the last hoopla. It's the last like mental level where you're like, man, I'm not gonna buy that. You know what I mean? Like if it's retracing, you bought at the 618 fib level, you lost. You bought at the 706, you lost. You bought at the 786, you lost. If you're following the Fibonacci retracement setup, you lost 3 trades in a row buying at each one of these levels. 1, 2, 3. 886 fib level, who's going to sit here and do a trade for the 4th time, right? It's kind of rare to me, which is why to me the cup and handle loves it so much. I could point out 1,000 cup and handle patterns that literally retrace to the 886 fib level and rip, and we might get to them, might not get to them. But yeah, that's a whole lot. I'm sorry, Lisa, that they led you astray, but I'm glad I'm here to help you rebound.
I appreciate your guidance. Thank you.
No problem. Your spoken chosen one has sat here and guided you to the right destination. Now, I don't want to get too excited, but bruh, I am so excited. If we are really in a bull market, like real, let's get into it. Let me show you why I say that and why I think that we are, because y'all know how I always say the death cross to go to cross on a 4-hour time frame, right? Look what the hell just happened. Let me pull up our 5 moving averages. Look what the hell is happening, baby girl. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is that not a death cross? It's just about to just finna blow the cap off the market. Finna blow the cap off the market. Like what? And guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna call it nothing. I say it's financial advice, but this is pattern on patterns on patterns on patterns. Only thing you got to do is remember it. All right, remember how the market works. This is what I think the market is finna do. We gonna sit here and ride this bad boy down. Let me stretch this. Let me get this falling wedge a little bit more sexier, right? We gonna sit here and we gonna fall. Oh, dang it. And we gonna hit this 886 fib level. That death cross, once it happens, right after Ethereum spikes one more time, right? One more time. And I'm gonna go to the total market cap and explain to you why the market's gonna bounce one more time before it starts to retrace. So when we get this death cross, right? The charts are going to react. But it's going to react, it's going to drop, hit that 0.5 fib level. And what I say the 0.5 fib level is always a bear, it's a bear trap. Because guess what? It's going to hit right here. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to run up. It's going to run. It'll probably run all the way back up to up here. I kid you not. And it'll do a complete bearish retest, or a bearish retest. Understand what that means. That means we're going to come down. We broke all of these levels. We broke that level, right? Oh, dang, I thought that was the brush. We broke this level. We broke this level. We broke this level. And we just broke this level, right? Well, this level right here, right? At the 382. We're not going to sit here after breaking this level. You think the market isn't going to sit here and try to resell this? I mean, try to buy its way back up. It's going to buy its way back up. It's going to do what it wants to do and try to get its way back up here. And it's going to look just like this. It's going to do all of this bouncing up and down, up and down. During this time, you're going to have the late bloomers and the alts go hit their measure moves, all of their targets, the late ones. Everyone else is moving all this in sync. The rest of them, they're not going to be able to move in sync. They're going to be late bloomers. Some of the ones that's really, really bullish, right? They're going to get that, right? So just keep that in mind. If that does happen, don't be flustered. I would definitely take profits if that does happen for the US dollar tether. And on top of that, I will sit here and wait to reload. And if I need to, DCA back into, as it's pumping, DCA into anything that I see that's still, retracing. All right. That is what I want to happen. Why do I want that to happen? Because if it happens, I don't have to worry about the 618 level rule, because I have a death cross, right? Price came back up for a bearish retest. It's going to hit one of these resistance levels that is not going to be able to bounce right back above. And let me delete all that shit. It looks so nasty, don't it? It looks so nasty. It looks so nasty. We don't need all that on there. I don't need to confuse people, right? Let's not get sloppy, bro. We got to be responsible when we're trying to show people how to look at the charts. You can't just have scribble this shit everywhere, overlap with stuff. So unprofessional, Sean. So unprofessional. So, but yeah, I want that to happen. Oh, dang, I ended up in the Fibonacci retracement. I didn't even notice that. But I want that to happen. Why? Because if we do somehow create a double top back up here, hey, that's going to give us a bigger bearish move to the downside. And if we come all to the 618 fib level, which is somewhere about it right here, and we bounce it all the way down, guess what that's going to do? It's going to bring us to a possible double bottom on the US dollar tether, exceeding the 886 fib level, canceling out that cup and handle. All right. That's what I want to happen. I'm all for it, all ready for it to happen. So if it does happen, if we start to pump, I mean, if the US dollar tether starts to pump and the rest of the market starts to dump, all right, when we get back to 15, 1600 on Ethereum, don't be flustered. Even if we get to 14, don't be flustered. 13, don't be flustered. Don't be flustered. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. I got you. All right. So let me we got that. We got that. We got that. Okay, cool beans. Let's talk about the total market cap. So understand that we're getting a death cross on the US dollar tether, which is a very bullish sign for the rest of the crypto market, right? Bullish sign. Let's look at the total market cap and let's see what are we constantly doing. If I say we're going to get one more pump, right? And for those who've heard me say the MA trades, right? The MA trading style, this is where it comes to play. Don't ask me too much questions about what it really is, because I can't really technically tell you, if that makes sense. But as you see, we are getting a golden cross on the total market cap, signaling a switch of trends to the bull side, right? Now, why do I say we're going to get more pop? Look at where the moving averages are on the daily. Look at that. Look at that. We are not in a bullish lineup yet. Understand that. Understand that. We are not in a bullish lineup. All right. We're not in a bullish lineup. So if price rises up a little bit more, the US dollar, I mean, the total market cap rise up a little bit more, boom, we should get rejected. And we should get rejected probably slick kind of hard, right? Not hard to where we might make a lower low, but hard enough to where we're actually going to do a possible full retracement to like the 618 fib level. I don't think the 886 fib level, but definitely the 618, probably even the 786 fib level, right? And that's just a slight projection. That's what I think is going to happen, because if that does do that, if we do get rejected, go back to the US dollar to the dominance chart. Guess what? That drop that that pump that we're gonna do is gonna make the US dollar to the dominance chart drop. Is going to drop right into that 0.5 fib level, which, like I said, is a bear fake out. It's a bear fake out. So while everybody's thinking that we're dumping, right, because now the US dollar tether is pumping, you got to understand it's a fake out if it goes to that 0.5 fib level, and it does not go to the 618. Do not trust it unless it gets to the 618 fib level. That's just from what I've gathered from my chart reading over the years, is that it needs to get to the 618 fib level before being ultimately bullish. If it pumps off this 0.5 fib level, I'm going to be so ecstatic, period. And guess what I'm going to be looking for? It looks like we could probably go ahead and grab some type of, oh, no, it's not going to do that. I was going to say, it looked like it was doing some type of head, inverted, some bearish head and shoulders, right? Some left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. It could be doing that. It could be doing that. It could be creating a bearish head and shoulders pattern. So with the total market cap getting this bounce right to the 618 fib level, to the top of the 200 moving average on a 22-hour chart, right, which would actually just be at the same level of where our 200 moving average is going to be on our daily chart. All right, so that's going to be 200 moving averages in your face. You think prices is going to blow through that? You got another thing coming on the 3-day time frame. What would that be? That could take us, if we do get a bounce, if we can go hit that 50 moving average, that'd be good. That'd be good too. That'd be good too. That'd be good too. But I probably wouldn't be in the market right then and there. And we also see that's where we have the 50 on a 3-day time frame, where the 50 moving averages. That's where our 21 moving averages on our weekly time frame, right? Which we're going to have to break back above in order to be considered bullish, right? So a lot of things to keep in mind for the bigger picture, all right, because it's going to help you with your DCA, what projects you want to sit here and grab a hold of, and also it's going to help you in deciphering what the news market, the fundamental analysis side is going to sit here and help you with. Like, it's going to help you decipher through the BS and things that you should sit here and take into consideration. So let's look at it there. Well, actually, let's chart the total market cap and let's see, are we in a bullish pattern that's going to take us to these levels that I'm calling out as saying bull market time? So delete everything off the screen. We're going to take off the volume and we're going to take off the CBC moving averages, and let's go ahead and chart the total market cap out. So first things first, when you want to chart something out, is just trap price action with some trend lines. All right, all you got to do is just trap it. If you don't know what's going on at the end of the day, when in doubt, flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out. All right, I'm not gonna make no TikTok dance on that. All right, because that'd be definitely cringe worthy. Okay, that'd be cringe worthy. I'm over here doing TikTok dance for trading. Definitely cringe worthy. Not happening. So let's go ahead and make this real clear. Make this real nice. I want my trend lines to touch my I want my trend line to touch these wicks, right? So let's get them all out. Boom, bada bing, boom, bada bing. Hold up, stretch that out because I see we got some wickage outside this line. So pull that up a little bit. There we go. And then we got this one. Pull it up just a little bit. That works. That one works. That works. Actually, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. It does not work. I'm lying. That works. I'm going to go to the daily time frame, make sure I got everything included. All right. 1, 2. Okay, cool beans. and then the bottom is somewhere like this, right? So this is the falling wedge pattern that I am, trading, bro. It's like any other falling wedge pattern that you see on any of these streams. Very simple. It's a falling wedge pattern. They have a breakout. They have 3 measured moves. Let's chart those measured moves out. The first measured move of your falling wedge pattern, after you confirm that you got 1 bottom touch, 1 top touch, second bottom touch, you actually got a double tap bottom touch. You got 1, 2. Second top touch, you actually got a double. You got a double top touch. You got a double tap top touch. 1, 2. Then you fall down. You got your third bottom touch, and then we rip. Now I'm going to point out one reason of why I'm saying that we're in a bull market. I gotta always sit here and talk about my sauce, but I'm not gonna talk about the too heavy. All right, but I know this video is going to get some views, so I can't give out the sauce too much. But I'm going to sit here and just point out the fact that if you look at the RSI and you see that, like I say, every single time y'all tell y'all the RSI, the RSI is just gonna mess up the charts. But every time I tell y'all, bro, the RSI is the GOAT. I never second guess the RSI. Never second guess the RSI. It's the only indicator that's going to tell you the truth. It's going to tell you the truth. All right? It's going to tell you the truth. But as you can see, we have price making a lower low, right? And the price is making a higher low. Y'all know what that is. Y'all better go watch some other videos. Y'all know what that is. And what I say we do. When we find that out, we enter. And everybody making those memes about buy the dip. You damn right. I wish y'all, man, you should have saved the tax turn. Should have saved it. They ordered something because boy. This was it. That was it. That was April 15th, to not be, if I'm not exact, the last day to file your taxes. And guess what? I filed my taxes on the 14th and got them back on the 17th, baby. Come on now. It's a plan in the making. Why would I say if I file my taxes early if I know I'm gonna spend it in crypto? Let me do it at the right time so I can have some self-discipline. You feel me? So the measured moves of our falling wedge pattern, after we see that we have some nice, divergence going on, right? Guess what? Opening of your falling wedge. It's going to be your first measured move. And you're going to take that and you're going to put it at the bottom of your falling wedge. So if you need to use a horizontal line to highlight that to make it real easy for you, go ahead and do so. And look what we're doing right now. Look where price is at. We're at resistance. We're at our first measured move target. So let's put that back on the screen, right? Now we have our second measured move target, which is just going to be from price action from the top of the falling wedge down to any one of these levels that you want to. So put it like this. You can do this one. You can do this one. 2. Right? Or you can do this one as your second target. All right. Bam. Now, what I always do out of 1, 2, 3 for my second target, the one that I usually choose is whichever one makes sense, right? Whichever one is not too close to where it's like, hey, there's no need to take a profit target. Like, there's no need to take a take profit if they're only 5% apart, right? It's like, bro, you should have just you don't need to put in all these levels in your take profit list. All right, choose one of them and just ride with it. You could choose the middle one. That's your safest bet. You could choose the highest one. If you're like, hey, I just don't want to look at it. I don't even want to see it when it's time to go, right? We bada bing, do it like. I'm going to take the second one. Why I'm going to take the second one is because we already passed the falling wedge resistance. And let me bring this up to you. Food for thought. Food for thought. Let's go to beginner material from the Discord. And let me show you why I said I will take the second one. Where's that falling wedge layout? Bam. This is why. On a falling wedge, you see that as you're forming this falling wedge, you're creating resistance with every single top touch that it gets rejected off of. All right. Remember that. Every top touch that it gets rejected off of is a form of resistance. So if you sit here and we break past our first resistance, which is our first top touch in our falling wedge, right? On the way back up, guess what the next one we have to go to? It's going to be either right here or right here. And look at my measure moves. Which one is going to take me to this one or this one? This one. You see that? Boom, bada bing. So guess what? I'm going to take that one because it makes sense. I'm using the rule of the falling wedge resistance on a pump back up, and I'm also using my measured moves to sit here and guide me for my next take profit target. So I'll leave that right there. Boom, bada bing. I'll leave this one right here too, because that is very, very far from this target and from this target. So we're going to delete this one. Let that go. But let me just point out, doesn't mean that that one's not going to hit. If it does get hit, actually, let me highlight that. If it does get hit, why would it get hit? Why would that target get hit? Is because, like we pointed out earlier, the moving averages on the, where is it at? Not on the daily, on a 3-day and a weekly. Look where it's at. Look where both of them are at. Both of the moving averages right there. Bam. Second one. Bam. You see, you get my gist. You get my gist. All right. This some cold grade A, excuse my friend, shit right now. All right. Now I really want to help everybody understand how to tackle stuff like this. All right. This is called a pattern breakout. Usually when you get a breakout, you're going to come back down and get a bullish retest. All right. So this is going to be the time to take profits. All right. Please and thank you. Not financial advice, but please and thank you. All right. Y'all know the TA is on point right now. So don't even second guess it. Don't sweat it. Now, the full final measure move of this falling wedge pattern is going to be from the bottom of the start of the bull trend to the top ending of that bull trend, right? The length of the whole pole, right? This is a flag, right? That's the pole. I mean, that's the pole. That's your flag. You're going to take it, put it at the very bottom. Boom, bada bing. We see that we have a target all the way up here for the total market cap. Going to delete those lines. So now, as we are inside of the group, everybody has a good just understanding of what's happening in the market. So when we pump, we hit, we're going to dump. Once we dump, we're going to shoot back up, hit all these levels again, and then hit this one. Probably going to dump again, rest right here, and then let me show y'all. Let me go and put it out there. So we're going to pump, get rejected, hit resistance, get rejected, dump all the way down, come somewhere about right here. I want to say somewhere about right here. Boom. Then we're going to pump up, hit this area. We might stutter step, right? And then shoot, hit that area, and then fall down again. Find ourselves somewhere back down here, probably consolidate, probably dip down just a little bit more, but come back up. Right, we could be forming a falling wedge again, right? But we're going to do whatever we got to do, and then after that, we're going to rip to the next target. After this, all right. After this target, guess what you see is kind of slick forming? A cup, right? We're going to then flag out, right? Flag all the way. I mean, flag out. Whatever bullish level we can find of support, either one support or two support, whichever one, it's going to take us to our next target. One way that you can figure that out, if you just want to kind of cheat the game a little bit, take your measure move from your cup, put it to the bottom. I mean, put it to your target and see the measure move, bam. So it's going to take us back to right here. Y'all like how I did that? I be killing them, boy. You're like, how you tracking something? Well, I be by them patterns, bro. Them patterns will tell you what to do, bro. You see the pattern so many times, you just kind of know what you already know what's gonna happen. So that's some cold TA. I'm giving y'all some grade A stuff. So screenshot that. If this actually happens in this manner, pump, dump, big dump, then pump, nice pump, small dump, nice pump, big, chop dump, right? Falling wedge type stuff, right? Then we rip, right, to the next target, dump real hard in a falling wedge pattern, and then cup and handle our way back to the next move. And that'll be it. Because a cup and handle is not a reversal pattern or anything. It's just a regular pattern. And if we get a regular pattern to a bullish target, guess what that means? We have every right to sit here and now begin a bear market. Remember that. We have every right to begin a bear market. Every right to begin a bear market, because this wasn't a double bottom, wasn't inverted head and shoulders, it wasn't a reversal pattern. It was a regular pattern, which is a cup and handle. So be mindful of that, and let's talk about Ethereum. But before I move forward, do I have any questions about falling wedges, measured moves? Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I just covered, right? Yeah, falling wedges, measured moves, support resistance, bearish or bullish retest, the importance of total or in a US dollar tether dominance, anything like that. Before we move on to the next charts. All right, to the next charts. So what do they got to say about Ethereum, bro? I keep saying Ethereum, I'm riding into its all-time high. Y'all, I have bought me one whole Ethereum and then some. All right. I am knee deep in ETH. Knee deep in ETH. All right. I am knee deep in ETH. It is not beneath me. Let's go. Let's see. One. I kind of like that, kind of don't like it. But let's point out what we see for Ethereum, everybody. I have yet to chart Ethereum because I just be kind of enjoying just calling the scalps, right? Because I'm leverage trading it. You know, I got a short position trade, which is my leverage trade on BitUnex. I have my midterm position, which is on Robinhood. BitUnex trade is bought at what, 15, 86 or 70. My Robinhood position is like at 15, 20, 30, 40, something like that, since I missed my 1380 fucking limit buy. And then my long term on Coinbase, I got like at 1600 flat or something like that. Somewhere around there, or 1600, 1589 or something like that. Some was not above 1600 though. It's like 1601 or some shit like that. But it's very low. Yeah, we ready, bro. We ready. Like I said, you take that tax return and you make it work for you, baby. You make it work for you. You make it work for. I'm not saying that my tax return was $2,000 or 16. I just told it myself. But I'm saying that yes, I took 2,000 of my tax return and I put it on Ethereum. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why would I lie about it? It is what it is, man. I believe in what I see. I believe in what I see. So with Ethereum, this is what we have going on. I have this big target up here for a reason. I see the Ethereum getting to 56 as an all-time high target. So you heard it here first. 56.25, 56.20, 56.30, 5600 though. All right. So this is what I see for Ethereum. We have a nice cup and handle forming. Cup. Right. And this is our handle. Nice little handle. Nice little handle. I know you can't really see too much right now, but don't worry. I'm finna zoom in for you and take off some of this stuff. Take that off, and then let's zoom in. Let's take this off. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and let's touch this bad boy up. So this is what we got for ETH. Now for Ethereum, I still, like I said, cup and handles do revert to the 886 fib level. All right, they really, really do. Which is why I haven't really been trying to chart Ethereum on a bigger time frame, because I know at the end of the day, I'm still going to believe that. I'm still going to be having that in the back of my head. I'm like, it didn't touch the 886 fib level though. But you never know. I mean, it could, and to me, it will. It probably has a possibility. Why? Because this looks like a left shoulder. It looks like we're going to form a head. And if that's the case, I don't know where's that final target. That final target kind of up there. If that's the case, we go to the 886 fib level. Matter of fact, if we just use this bottom to this top, and let's say we go to the 618, that's not going to be enough to hit that target. So I'm just kind of doing some future projections. So let's see. We pull it from right there to right there. Right, cup and handle comes to the 618. That's still not enough. So I don't know. I try. I just tried to try to help myself, but I can't really pull what's happening, if that makes sense. I can't really pull unless it's an ascending triangle. So that's just that, because Ethereum can come back down, but some just tell me that it's not trying to. Like, is there a hidden continued bullish divergence on this thing or something? Yeah, see, that's reversal bullish divergence, which I just never seen that before. Never seen reversal bullish divergence like that, right? Where we have a lower low, right? But then we have a higher low. Like that's literally reversal bullish divergence. So it's just like I've never seen reversal bullish divergence like that. So are we at a double bottom? Like that's the only thing I could think of. Like we gotta be at a double bottom. Let's see if I put a horizontal line right here. Okay, I can see that. Okay, if that's the double bottom, then okay, cool beans. And if that's the case, y'all, we got another target for Ethereum. Double bottom love. Oops. Put it at the top. Saying Ethereum can get to 68. Yeeks. Yeeks, yeeks, yeeks. That'd be a play right there, right? Well, listen, let's take this on and let's take this off. And let's see what measured moves we have for Ethereum. So now, and this is why it's kind of weird. Like I said, I'm trying to believe it, but at the same time, you know, y'all, we all got trauma. We're not trauma. We got scars that's still healing. All right, from us burning and losing money. So and plus with us coming towards all this resistance, we gotta break through all of that. And we're gonna come to this resistance, and then you know what I mean. That's why I said just 1750. 1750 was my number. But if this falling wedge is to be true, we got one. See that bottom? See that thing? It didn't touch. It didn't touch. It didn't touch. Oh no. See that wick out. If I pull that in, look, it's saying we didn't get that touch. So this could be something different. This could just be a move that's just happening for Ethereum. Let's see. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame because are we getting a golden cross? No, we didn't get a golden cross yet. But let's see if I can find what Ethereum is in outside of this move that it's in right now. So let me explain to everybody how we got this 1750 move. 1750 move came from a cup and handle that was spotted back here. Right? This is the cup. Price drop down. This is your handle. Look just like this. Let's go to the hour time frame. Look a little bit better for you. All right, so stretch this out. Like I said, include that wick. Squeeze this down. We squeeze it out like that. Get our bottom trend line going. Boom, bada bang. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. We'll go to the 15-minute. I want to make sure that it is giving some type of touches. Because it definitely was a very, very not too cute cup and handle. So I had to really like, you know, count my touches and whatnot to make sure this thing was actually a cup and handle to sit here and call 1750 on 1750. It was actually 17. The measure move was 1770, but like I told y'all, I always do. You know, I'm always humbling myself and make sure I take lower profits than the actual target because there's no reason to be super duper technical or super duper greedy. Take what you can and then, you know, just enjoy life after that. Let's see if I can squeeze it like that. That's still ugly. Let's see. 1, 2. Actually, I can squeeze it like this. Boom. There you go. I'll be super technical. That's it right there. First bottom touch, first top touch. Second bottom touch, second top touch, came back down for the third bottom touch. All right. And at that third bottom touch, we did get bullish divergence, right? We got moved down. And at this point, right, this red candle, it read on the R side, it read 2072. This next red candle on the R side read 2104, which is higher than 2072. That's what happens. Made a lower low, made a higher low, right? Reversal bullish divergence, we shoot up. Now you had to really like, it ain't the cutest falling wedge. Believe me, it's not, but it still pays the bills. All right. And it still pays the bills. And guess what? The move still proves to be true. So you take it. And I took it. I've been riding ETH up and down for a nice minute. So measure move would be complete measure move. Just kind of show everybody how we got to 1770, but 1750 call. Boom, bada bing. You take it, you put it at the bottom of your handle, right, which is right here. Boom. Put it up. And you can see, let me zoom out or just go to a bigger time frame. You can see that's exactly what we hit, right on the money. So what I'm probably going to do is close that short-term position, right? There's really no need to kind of hold on to it right now, especially if I think the market, yes, it does want to pump, but then again, to me, it's why am I still open? You know what I mean? I got a long term, I got a midterm and a long term position open. Why am I holding on to a future leverage trade, which is just bound to be, liquidated by a hater in the market? Literally just a hater in the market. I can't believe he's still holding it. Liquidate him. It's just like, yeah, and they will go liquidate you. I've held trades and I literally watched them go hit my liquidation price and then shoot the fuck up right afterwards, like nonstop. They just had to go liquidate my position because they didn't like the fact that I had a big order in. And that's what they do. They go get that money. They say, we're going to go get paid before you get paid. That's what they're going to do to you. So let me see. We got 80.52, 80.83. So according to the RSI, we still have another leg up in Ethereum to go. So let me look at the 15-minute. Bump that. Let's look at the 7-minute and let's see what type of pattern we see forming for Ethereum. Matter of fact, we might have to even go to the 3-minute to try to really see what's forming for Ethereum. And it looks like, let's see. Well, that's where it looks like it wants to go get that, it wants to go get that last hoopla touch. So boom, boom, boom. I mean, that looks like a falling wedge. Right? 1, 1, 2, 2. There's not enough touches though. It's not enough touches. But let's see if this falling wedge, right? This measure move takes us to our next target. Oh, that was a total market cap. I'm tripping. The total market cap chart. I'm tripping. So, okay. So I was confident to take that one. Let's see what we got right here. Okay, boom, found it. Y'all ready for some more? Y'all ready for some more games from Ethereum? Easily spotted. Took a minute, but I had to go to the smaller time frames to spot it. Let's grab this out that. Let's grab this out the mud. Let's go. Inverted cup and handle. I mean, inverted head and shoulders. Bam, bam. Who got the eyesight like your boy? Who got the eyesight like your boy? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. E. Don't do it to him. Not you finna take it back up. Ethereum. Come on now. 1785. Okay. Okay. Go ahead with your bad self, girl. Do your thing and swish your hips on the way to the top. Hold up. The 1 minute don't look too cute. And 1 minute don't look too cute. That 1 minute like it's gonna hold up. I done got too excited. Let's stretch this falling wedge out. We're gonna keep that up, but we're gonna keep this falling wedge up as well, up as well too. Let's see. We got some bearish divergence. Yeah, we do got some bearish divergence. VRVP me, baby. Oh, we losing. If we lose 1754, I guess I'll close them. Because after that, baby, that's a drop, right? That's hey, after 1754, that's a drop, right? We got 1747 to hold us up, but nah, baby, that's a drop. New. Matter of fact, let me know when it's dropping. Thank you. So let's see, we got an alert up at the top. No, okay, where's all my ETH alerts? There you go. Just in case we break it, let me know. So ETH is 1750. I was happy because this was a inverted head and shoulders, bro. I was gonna go crazy, but inverted head and shoulders says that if we can't surpass this. We can't surpass 1746, right? We don't want to get below that, and it looks like it can hold if price can stay above here long enough where this 886, where the 200 moving average can come catch it, right? If it hits the 200 moving average, it can get sent, right? And still technically hit a inverted head and shoulders move as long as it doesn't exceed the right shoulder. All right. So might look like we don't have to wait for all of that because if we get back above that 21 moving average, Ethereum. That is hitting continued bullish divergence, right? From the swing up, right? Then we have a swing down. and it's going to continue bullish reversion. So hey, it looks like the inverted head and shoulders we spotted might be spot on, right? Might be spot on. But we got to pass this high. So until we pass this high, that's when I believe that we're actually on there. But if that's cool, man, I wish I would have kept that same energy. But we still got to be cautious. Always got to be cautious. But yeah, right head and shoulders to the next leg up. Could be the move for Ethereum. Could be. What else do I want to talk about? US dollar tether, total market cap, Ethereum. Okay, so to cap it off, this is why all these factors come into play. If you understand what a US dollar tether is, and if it's bullish or bearish, you know what type of trend you're in the whole crypto space. Either which is going to be the opposite of that, bullish or bearish. If we see that the US dollar tether wants to dump, then we can anticipate that the market wants to pump. If we can align that the market wants to pump, but Ethereum wants to pump, then guess what? We can anticipate that majority of altcoins are about to rip. All right. See, I said pump and I said rip. Yes, that's what they're getting ready to rip. And it looks like Ethereum is really fighting to close a candlestick above this and get back up here. If this overhead shoulders really plays off, man, I got the eye and tiger. I don't care. I got snake eyes on me, baby. I got cat eyes, owl eyes, bald eagle eyes. I forgot what other animal got good eyesight. I don't think no other animal has good eyesight like that. Yeah, that's about it. But yes. So let's see. Now, if you're able to understand that, the total market cap and Ethereum is going to pump, then you can go ahead and go fish inside the rest of the market to see what you can go grab. And when you can see that stuff like that, let's talk about, let me bring up this is a Rebro trade, because I am up like 1200% on this thing, like straight. Hold up. I put my foot in my mouth. Let me make sure I'm still up 1100%. Bump that. Can y'all see this? I am up. Dang, y'all can't see that. I think that shit says 1300%. I'm up 1300% on this trade. Let me explain to you how you get those profits, man. Let's explain to you how you get these profits. What did we spot from the very beginning? Look how big that candlestick is, bro. I caught the bottom. I called the bottom. Okay, not caught, called the bottom. All right. So what did we see that made us want to sit here? What did I see that made me want to sit here and say, y'all, Cerebro is it? Cerebro, because when I posted inside of the Discord, the first thing I said was position futures. Okay, let's go to the first Cerebro trade. Griffin, we'll talk about Griffin too, but Cerebro. There we go. So I said exactly. Cup and handle isn't done. I definitely see more coming after the 13% move. I wanted to explain why I said that. So this was a cup and handle pattern, right? Cup and then handle. What? I didn't want to sit here and put everybody on game one too fast, because at the end of the day, I got to respect the first pattern that I seen was the fact that this was a left shoulder, right? A head, and this was the right shoulder forming. If we're going to go back to the 1 hour time frame and point this out, you can see how one pattern can lead to another. And it looks like I'm about to take some profits. Yeah, because I didn't expect it to go that high today. Honestly, I really didn't. I thought it was going to cap off like that. I thought it was going to cap off right here, because that would have been like a slick inverted head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. But it clearly blew past that. And yeah, it already is above the next high volume node. This shit like it's going to keep going. But at the end of the day, yeah, I got to save my ass. Got to save my own ass. I can't always be greedy. We got to be, knowledgeable, right? Because if this is $30,000, then it'd be different. Make you be like, I'm finna take it all. I'm finna go shop. Mama, I made it. Baby, I'm rich. You're not, bro. You're not. So the 1 hour, go back down. I'm gonna look for this cup and handle supposedly inverted head and shoulders pattern. Now I couldn't point out that I didn't update the group on inverted head and shoulders pattern because at the time I don't know what time it was when I spotted it after I seen it. But at the end of the day, I already kind of hedged my bet by saying I see it pumping more for more than 13%. So this is the cup and handle. This is our measured move of a cup. Well, this is our handle right here. Boom, right? Nice handle. Cool. Rough draft handle, right? Not the real deal, but a rough draft handle. Measured move would be from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup. Somewhere right there. I don't know exactly where it's at, where that wick is. There we go. And you're going to apply it to the bottom of the handle, right? Take us right to our target. Now, the inverted head and shoulders measure move, because that was the 13% we got in. What it broke out, I think it came back down, so we probably got in somewhere right here. That was a 13%. Well, actually got in higher than that, so probably about right there. So that was a 30% move, right? The inverted head and shoulders is a reversal pattern, meaning that we're switching trends. So that measure move actually took you to, this is the left shoulder, the head, and then your right shoulder. And what I always say about inverted head and shoulders, like real inverted head and shoulders, their left and right shoulders always come down to the same level, making like a super duper adorable ass inverted head and shoulders pattern. Like, and that's just like I be saying these things. I be like, you sound so definite. It's like, yes, I am. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm telling you, this is stuff that I just spotted to confirm the patterns that I see. It's literally the same thing. It's like, hey, 886 fib level for a cup and handle, right? 618 fib level for anything that for any pattern that you think is bullish, right? Inverted head and shoulders, right? They left shoulder and right shoulder love to retrace the same area. I mean, it's just golden. Like, it's just simple stuff that you just remember from what you see because you're tired of losing money. All right. Measure move inverted head and shoulder is top to bottom. Boom. Put on the top of your neckline. And then that's how we got to this target. Boom. This one's or slash that one. If you zoom back out, probably, dang, look at that. It actually came all the way up here, which makes me wonder what was one. There was something else printed. Something else had to print in order to get us all the way up there. Or it might be the bigger falling wedge. This, y'all. This shit. I totally forgot about that scenario. The bigger falling wedge scenario where you have a falling wedge that looks like this, right? Zoom it all the way down, right? It's still a falling wedge, still technically a falling wedge. If I was to move this out the way, oops, let me take the whole thing, move it out the way. See that we still made a lower low, right? You see that we had reversal bullish divergence, right? Swing low, swing high, right? So we knew it was bullish, but zooming out, which I always say, zoom out. If you don't know what the hell going on, zoom out. Zoom out, you'll get the bigger picture. Let's take it. 1, 1, 2, 2. Take this up a little bit. Bring this in a little bit. Let's see if we can get this measure move because I need to personally know where this thing's going to finish at so I can take some profits. Okay. So top to bottom, right? Because we're doing the length of the whole wedge, right? The whole measure move, right? From top to bottom. Put it at the bottom. Boom, it's saying that's going to take us all the way up to 634. So that's where I'm probably put my last take profit, which makes sense. If I put a VRVP, that's right where we got nothing at. There's nothing there. Is there a moving average right there? The 3-day don't even got a moving average close. Where's the red? 50's all the way up there. Where is the weekly? No. Is the monthly right there? What the fuck is right there? There's nothing. Oh, the two. Oh, my homeboy called. I mean, okay, a little bit above the 200. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I can accept that. I can accept that. I can accept that. My homeboy, I told him yesterday, I said, bro, we in the bull market. I hope you loaded up on your Solana. He like to throw all his money, literally all his money on Solana, because that's what made him profitable the first go around when Solana was like at $20 and rendered like 100 or something or 200. He was in it that summer in June when it first started to run up in the very beginning and held it. That man was bought him a new car, paid off his old car, paid up his debt, got his teeth cleaned and fixed. That man upgraded his life off Solana. So he be calling me 1,000 times about Solana. So that's what I see for Zari, bro. Bigger move up here to about 6 cents. And we got in and called it at 2 cents. So that's a 3x. That's 300%. It's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Currently, since we posted the chart, right? We're talking about we're up. Position is up 152%, which is probably why I'm up like 13% because I did 10x it. So it's pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. Do I have any questions from anybody about us being in a bull market, quote unquote? We did chart out Griffin as well. Griffin finna do a nice move as well at the very bottom. I don't think it did hit the measured move, but this thing is up 54%. The other one that we talked about was what? Ponke? I think I posted that to the charts too. What's some of the new stuff that I just posted? I'm gonna go into all of it, but we did say Ponke. So let's look at that. We said that Ponke was in that nice inverted head and shoulders, right? Going up to 23%. Let's see what we got going on. Ponke. And we talked about PopCap. Now I said, but I seen PopCap going to PopCap going to what, 39 cents? That was what the measure move took us to. Ponke, USDT. Ponke. And I want to go ahead and look at crypto. We already said crypto.com was pumping, so we don't have to look too more at that. I got 2 Ds. What's a coin y'all want me to go ahead and view, look at to see if y'all want to, make a move with it or not? Since we're in our last like 15 minutes of the session. Did it pump in? Oh no, it didn't hit it didn't hit it yet. Did not hit it yet. Got close. We're up a good 10% so far. So we got another half of that to go. And then boom, bada bing, another winning trade down the line. I am really snapping, y'all. Like I done tripled this damn this futures account already. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to just move money so fast. When you're in the bull market, baby, you gotta capitalize. When I'm running off of like 4 hours sleep. I'm just at 5:20 this morning. After talking to LJ till about 1 o'clock, I stayed up, finished planting all my stuff, and then took a shower, went to sleep, woke up at 10. No. Yeah, I did wake up at 10 because my alarm set at 11. So I woke up at 10. We got 5 hours sleep. Night before that, same team. We went to sleep at 3, woke up at 7. So yeah, I'm only sleeping about 4 or 5 hours a day because of this market, and I'm loving it. I ain't tripping. Bro, nobody don't got nothing on to look at. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna keep talking about the rest of the stuff that's in this market. So one of the ones that we just posted move UX link. So since, matter of fact, I'm gonna go over all of them. It's cool. For those who do watch the video, guess what? Y'all are being put on game. For those who don't, y'all just missed a play. It's as simple as that. USDT swap. For the swap real quick for futures. Swap. Boom. Let's look at move real quick. Daily time frame. Look at that. I already got a pop. Why do I like move? It's on the ledge. Simple as that. Right? One bottom touch, one top touch, second bottom touch, second top touch, third bottom touch. It's a bottom call. I mean, it's hard to ignore it. That's not the one I wanted to talk about too heavy. It was move UX link. This is the one that I wanted to kind of show for an example of how cup and handles love the 886 fib level. This one that was just posted to the group. Let's talk about it. So it's posted to the group, and I said that, hey, 886 fib level. Let's look at this cup and handle. Nice cup, right? With a nice handle. Now, if you pull the 886 fib level, let's take off the CVC moving averages. You'll see that from the bottom all the way to the top of your cup, you can see that price came straight down to the 886 fib level, right? We got all the touches that we needed too. Everything that was necessary, we got it. So that's just simply put how that 886 fib level works with a cup and handle pattern, right? Even though we only got one and then two bottom touches, right? We could get a third, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. The reason why is because it's a cup and handle. Cup and handle, because it's a true cup and handle pattern, you can't use the falling wedge rules on it. Remember that. All right. You can still take the falling wedge measured moves, but you can't utilize the falling wedge moves. All right. Because a standalone falling wedge pattern is going to abide by that 3 bottom touch, top touch scenario. If a cup and handle falling wedge usually turns out to be some type of form of inverted head and shoulders for a breakout. Just saying. That's what it usually turns out to be. So if not, that's usually kind of what it turns out to be. That or a double bottom, one of the two. But exactly. The cup and handle, boom, 886 fib level, bounce up, right? Trade's already up. We good. 8% stop loss. Could be lower, could be way lower, but it was 6. I don't know how that moved, but yeah, it was 6, but I guess I'll stretch it to 8 just to be on the safe side. But that I said TUSDT was bullish. I did not post a chart. I did not buy it either. I didn't hop in it at all. I just said that it was bullish inside the chats. And since let's see, when did I post it? I don't know when I posted and said that it was bullish. But let's see if there was any gains that happened. That was at 153. So that was what, 6 hours ago? So that's about 6 hours ago. So 6 candlesticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. After that last candlestick, when I posted 1, 2, damn, green candlestick. Nice. Noise. Right. So it was bullish. It gives a green candlestick coming back down, but we're still holding good profits if we did take that trade, or for anybody who did take the trade. But I did not take the trade. I found more trades that I liked and that had bigger take profits. Let's talk about PopCat, because this is one that was talked about. And like I said, I'm looking to take PopCat up to 39 cents. It's already at 35 cents. All right, I got it going to 39 cents. Why do I got it going to 39 cents? It is based off of a cup and handle pattern. So no. Was it a cup and handle? Where did I see this off of? What did I grab? What did I grab? What did I grab? I seen something. Was it inverted? That looks like a definite left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But how did I get this? That's a falling wedge, but that's not. It was an hour time for me. Okay. This was the falling wedge. Okay, so that's why I did that. I don't know why I draw it so big. That's not the real falling wedge. This is obviously a way prettier falling wedge right here. But I don't know why I do that over here. I don't know why. So this is your falling wedge. For a cup and handle pattern. Take it, pull out some, include those wicks. And this is your cup, right? Boom, bada bing. Cup and handle is going to be the full measure move of the cup, right? You're going to put it at the bottom of your handle. All right. Boom, bada bing. And that's what brings me up to saying that PopCat is going to pump. to 39 cents. Already on its way. The it's up like what? I think it was 26% when I checked. Oh, that thing is going. When did I get in though? I forgot when we posted it. I don't even know where it was, but when I checked my Robinhood account, it was up a good minute. So yeah, we got a little bit more to go. About another, what is this? About 11%, 10% to go on pop. Have to hit that 39% target. And then after that, I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. We could zoom out. Yeah, look, another cup of handle going to form, possibly inverted head and shoulders, come back down here. But big old cup, another flag out, boom, bada bing, take it again. So I want to say that's about it. I also talked about XTZ Tezos. I said that was a bottom call. Let's look at it real quick and look at that. The inverted head and shoulders that we kind of projected is going to start, is already going to filling up. Well, it's filling in, right? A good, what is that? A good 6% pop so far. So let's go and get ready to take Tezos for a nice 96% trade. I mean, 96% measured move to 99 cents. A 96% bullish move to 99 cents. First target going to be at 74, not financial advice. So yeah, XTC. Even though it says USDC perpetuity chart, I definitely shouldn't be that. But let's go to XTZ USD. Oh, it's because I got it on swap. My fault. There we go. Boom, bada bing. Let's see what XTC can do. So then, and also 1,000 Y was posted as well. I don't know what it's doing currently, but it's another bottom call. That's all that was. Oh, a bottom call, cup and handle. Oh, another cup and handle. Let me show you how this cup and handle works. Look at this, even on the hour time frame, no matter what time frame, that 886 fib level is always going to be golden for a true cup and handle pattern. Up to the bottom, and look where it comes to. Rest right on the 886 fib level. Nice rest. Nice consolidation. Right? Nice consolidation. 2% stop loss. Come on now. You can't get that nowhere else. But the 886 fib level was definitely golden. I don't know why they said 50% retracement. And it ain't a cup and handle. Y'all so damn greedy. Y'all so impatient that y'all can't withstand a full retracement. Y'all don't have enough patience to withstand a full retracement for the ultimate profits. You don't want to wait for it to drop down lower in price action so you can get more for your dollar. You see how impatience makes you kind of, you know, say crazy things, irrational, unlogical things, right? It's just crazy, bro. Yeah, whoever said that, I wish I would know their name so I could tell them to stop misleading my people. Stop misleading my people. You have sitting here draining my people, all right? And you got me trying to sit here and replenish them with knowledge and thirst. I mean, knowledge and wealth. Come on now. Why you just draining them? Draining them their time and hopefully not their funds. You come on, bro. I'm not here to pick up your site. You get your ass in here and watch this damn. Get your booty in here and watch this dang this session. Sitting there telling people, damn, fucking 0.5 fib level is the retracement level for a cup and handle. Get out of here. Get out of here. Watch this cup and handle rip to the damn fucking I'm cursing, but yes, watch this cup and handle rip to the targets. Smart guy, smart lady, smart whatever. Don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. People just be saying stuff, don't be having, and they wonder why people don't want to be in the market no more. Because you're telling people it like stuff that's not true. Just saying it just because you made money doing it. Like what? Pretty sure your measure move didn't get hit off of that 0.5 cup handle, bro. Pretty sure that I bet money on it. Shit, I bet my Zero trade. The fuck? Get the hell out of here. But with that being said, I ain't got no final count. How can I see percentage moves if that's on a fib retracement? How can you see the percentage moves? Got you. So if you want to see the percentage moves on a fib retracement, you can go to the side and look for what's that? Forecasting. Wait, the forecasting and measurements tools. Or projection, but it's going to say once you put it over, it's going to be forecast and measurement, and you can just go down to date, price, and range. All right, click on that, and you can measure it between the Fibonacci retracements, how much they actually are, right? So this is a 2% a downward fall. If you was to buy it on the 618 and ride it back up to the 0.5, that would actually be a 2% upward call too, and back and vice versa, right? So this one from this fib level on an hour time frame to this one is basically 1 cent. From the 886 fib level to the 706 to the 786 is 2 cents. I mean 2%. But if you're on a bigger time frame, they're a little bit bigger than that, right? They're like 5 to 10% basically, like on a daily time frame. Which one was on a daily time frame and I pulled the Fibonacci retracement? No problem, Leroy. What was the Fibonacci retracement on the daily? What was I just looking at? Dang it. I kind of forgot. But cool. I want to talk about XLM. Just throw down everybody's record because I did say it was bullish. I believe we posted this to the group, actually. Let me see. We posted it to the group. Was I responsible? I was. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. Yep. One, 2, 2, 3. Or you can be technical. 1, 2, 2, 3. Right. So however you want to count. However you want to count. Right. Nice falling wedge. Long term. I got it at 9 cents. All right. I'm trying to ride this bad boy up to 70. I'm trying to make this a 1,500% increase. All right. From my original position. Never sold yet. Still holding. That's how you hold through all this dump. I watched this thing pump all the way to about 1,000, 1,200%. And I literally watched all of that shit drop all the way down to only 200% profits. And I'm gonna watch it pump all the way up and give me more than I could imagine. All right. That's called discipline, consistency. All right. And execution. And execution, baby. And execution. So XLM is looking pretty well. Got the secondary breakout, right? And let's hope that it gets that it continues, and it doesn't kind of stall, right? Let's at least get up to this first level of resistance and then we can stall. Like, let's not stall right here. It's too early to stall so early, right? Then keep going, show us your bullish strength, and let's get to that second wave of resistance. All right. So we got that. I can't think of anything else. Don't believe everything Trump says, but if he does say some stuff that's leaning towards buying the market, you should pay attention to that. Because that's going to flood in new people who don't know how to trade into the market. All right. So you're going to have a lot of volatility going on. So just be mindful of that. What else can I think of? We talked about Griffin. Can't think of anything. Is this thing still pumping? Oh, wow. It's still pumping. Lordy have mercy. Is it like pumping like, oh, it's like still, 15-minute just. I just want to see how much it's up. It was up 13. 15, it's up 1,700%. It's up 1,700%. Let's go. It's gonna be up 1,800%. That's how you make a bag. That's how you make a bag, bruh. Oh, yeah, they don't believe me, Lord. They don't. Jesus, blood of Jesus. They don't believe me. I said I expect no wahala in my life because I'm a crypto king. I am the crypto king. Yes, me only. I am the crypto king. Who wants? I want some friendly competition. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want some friendly competition. I want to trade. I already told LJ. I said, bro, yeah, we're gonna crack that up. No bot, bro. I'm finna show you all that shit you be talking, sir. I'm finna show you how you make some motherfucking profits, bro. Because
Sean, I have to ask you.
Go ahead.
What region of Nigeria is that accent from?
It's from the London, British, Puerto Rican, and Floridian accent.
I see. Yes, the most populous region. I see.
It's a mixture of some Rasclap too. But yeah, it's all of them included. Yeah, I my accent game is it sucks, but it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. Let's go 1800%. I caught it. Let's put that on the live. We're gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna give everybody one chart in 2 minutes. I gotta eat. I gotta eat by 9 o'clock. And don't ask me about the SPY. Crypto related.
Why are you?
Crypto related.
No, we get one chart.
You get one chart that's crypto related. The SPY is not crypto related.
You've done ones for me that are not just crypto.
We're still on a live. Why are you speaking such things?
Oh, you're right. It's all crypto. Sorry.
She made me look like a fool. She gets no chance. Lisa, you're up next. She's dismissed.
Can we go off live, please?
Yeah,
Can we go off live? Oh, I gotta put the trade up there first, so people know I'm not lying. So hold up. Let's click on it, so everybody know I'm not lying. Let's sit here and say that yes, I traded the bottom of Cerebro, and yeah, hold up. Just bring it up. Oh, vertical chart. Let's go. That's how you catch a trade. And when did we post this? We posted a Cerebro. GPS 420, CPS, STG was way after that. Way after that. Cerebro was at 420 2 days ago. 2 days ago. 150% profits. 200% profits now, probably. That is amazing. That is amazing. Look at that. That is amazing. You don't get that nowhere else. 200% profits, baby. You don't get that nowhere else, bro. You doubled your investment fucking with your boy. The crypto goat. Let's go, baby. All right, we getting offline. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed this session. Sorry for my cursing. Anything I said in this channel was not financial advice, only educational purposes, only because we are trying to educate to be more financially literate. Okay. Good night. See y'all later. Bye. You still don't get no SPY. So
Can I do the SPY?
no.
Please?
I think we're still on the stream, guys.
Are we in the stream?
Still says public.
Is this public?
Shanji,
Are we streaming?
you can't hear Sean.
You are muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I ended up hopping out of this session, so I wasn't able to cut off the streaming on accident. But you do it. And no problem, Lisa. You're welcome. Sweet talking stuff. Thank you, Sean. All right, boom, bada bing. Let's go.